What if the very vegetables you eat every day, the ones you've always considered to be good for you, are actually speeding up the deterioration of your immune system, brain, and legs? That's precisely what's happening to many seniors, and the most tragic part is that most of them don't even know it. Hello and welcome to Senior Health, your source for aging gracefully. In today's video, we're sharing a truth that could completely change your approach to healthy eating. We were all taught that vegetables are universally healthy, and in general, that's true. But after age 60, things shift. Your circulation slows, inflammation levels rise, nutrient absorption becomes less efficient. In this new reality, some vegetables can subtly do more harm than good. Some can send your blood sugar soaring, others irritate the lining of your stomach. Some even damage the tiny blood vessels in your brain and legs. Over time, these effects lead to poor circulation, fuzzy thinking, balance issues, and a higher risk of falls. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, specific foods, including certain vegetables, are associated with a faster decline in memory and mobility. These foods aren't obscure. They're most likely in your kitchen right now. But don't worry. This video is not about creating fear. It's about providing solutions, because for every vegetable you might need to avoid, there's one you should start including. That is exactly what we will discuss. There are 3 vegetables you should steer clear of, especially if you value your independence, your brain, and your legs. And there are 3 vegetables you should be eating to improve your daily mobility, circulation, and nerve function. This isn't a fad diet. This is about living with energy, clarity, and confidence by using science to make better food choices. As a doctor, I've seen it far too often. Before we get started, please let me know where you are watching from today. Feel free to ask any questions you have and leave a comment below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the best health advice from Senior Health. And I want to know if you're with me. If you're watching right now, if this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments section. If not, type 0. Seniors who eat healthy but still experience weakness, dizziness, or forgetfulness. It's not always what they're lacking. It's about what they didn't know they needed to stop. Our goal here is to fix that. So stay with me. If you're ready to learn about the vegetables that strengthen you and those that weaken you. We'll start with one of the most common and misleading vegetables on senior plates. Let's begin with the white potato, one of the most beloved and comforting vegetables on the dinner plate. The white potato, baked, fried, or mashed. A favorite for its nostalgic flavor, white potatoes are a cozy, familiar staple. They appear at almost every family gathering. But if you're over 60, this starchy food can be subtly harming your health. Why? White potatoes have a high glycemic index, which means they convert to sugar very quickly. This causes rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, which puts your blood vessels under stress and fuels inflammation. Over time, that inflammation starts to damage your smallest capillaries, particularly those in your brain, legs, and feet. This leads to poor circulation, slower nerve signals, and an increased risk of numbness, cramping, and balance issues. Consider Harold. He's a 72-year-old retired truck driver. Every evening he would eat mashed potatoes. I've always had them, he told me. Then he started to notice things, waking up with numb, cold feet, stiff knees, and difficulty standing steady, especially on stairs. He assumed it was just aging, but as part of a routine checkup, we reviewed his diet. The pattern was clear. The white potatoes, especially with butter or cream, were subtly reducing his circulation and increasing his inflammation. This is about more than just calories or carbs. It's about the lack of protective nutrients in white potatoes. Their pale appearance indicates poor defense against oxidative stress and cellular damage. It gets worse if you add cheese, sour cream, or bacon bits. That adds more sodium and saturated fat, which raises blood pressure and puts more strain on the heart. Here's the good news. Harold made one change. He swapped his mashed potatoes for steamed broccoli, a green powerhouse we'll discuss in a moment. In just 2 weeks, he had less stiffness, better circulation, and more confidence on his feet. The lesson is this: you don't have to give up comfort food. Just choose your comforts wisely. Choose foods that nourish your body as well as your soul. So, before you grab a heap of white potatoes, stop and ask yourself, is this strengthening my legs, or is it quietly weakening them? Next, another vegetable with a healthy reputation that could be causing internal irritation to your joints and nerves. Let's talk about a vegetable that might be fueling joint inflammation and reducing your range of motion. It looks harmless, even beautiful, but we're talking about eggplant. Eggplants belong to the nightshade family, which includes white potatoes, tomatoes, and bell peppers. For many adults over 60, especially those with arthritis, joint stiffness, or nerve pain, a sensitivity to nightshades can develop. While some people tolerate them just fine, for others, it's all about a natural compound called solanine. While plants use solanine as a defense molecule to ward off insects, it can create irritation in your body, specifically in already vulnerable joints, like your lower back, hips, and knees. The effects in older adults are not dramatic. There are no sudden flare-ups, just a general feeling of wear and tear. Your joints might feel swollen in the morning. Your legs might feel heavy. The stairs might seem harder to climb. Your body feels rigid and uncooperative, not because you're weak, but because of low-grade inflammation that solanine can sustain in your joints, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. And here's the problem. Eggplant is everywhere, stewed, roasted, or grilled. It slips into meals unnoticed. The true danger: solanine can slow down the signals from your brain to your legs, which leads to slower reactions, poorer balance, and a higher risk of tripping. But this isn't just physical, it's also emotional. You start to avoid stairs. You turn down social invitations because you worry your body won't keep up. The good news: you don't have to cut out all nightshades, but if you have stiffness, joint discomfort, or nerve issues, it might be worth eliminating eggplant for a few weeks. Take it out. See how you feel. Less rigidity, more energy, better balance. If so, you've found and removed a trigger. You also have great alternatives: leafy greens, zucchini, carrots, and cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower and bok choy. This isn't about restrictions, it's about precision, choosing foods that enhance your mobility, your mental clarity, and your connection to the life you love. Next, another nightshade vegetable that might be draining your energy, even though it looks healthy. Let's talk about another seemingly healthy vegetable that might not be as innocent as it seems: the green bell pepper. It's bright and crunchy, a common addition to salads, stir-fries, and wraps. But for older adults, particularly those with joint pain, digestive issues, or nerve discomfort, green bell peppers can subtly cause problems. The reason: lectins are natural plant proteins. They act as a defense for the plant against insects and animals, but they can cause minor damage to the human body, especially in an aging system. Here's how: lectins bind to the lining of your stomach, causing irritation to the gut wall, preventing nutrient absorption, and creating microscopic openings that allow unwanted particles to enter your bloodstream. This triggers a low-grade immune response, a condition known as leaky gut, which leads to inflammation, particularly in the joints and nerves. The tough part is that this inflammation builds slowly and silently. Your ankles might feel stiff. You might be a little unsteady. Sometimes, it's more complex than just getting older. And here's the really bad part: green bell peppers are just unripe red, yellow, or orange bell peppers. They are less protective and may be more irritating, especially for those with sensitive joints or digestive systems. Does cooking help? A little, but not enough. The risk remains because bell peppers are often eaten raw or lightly cooked. So, should you stop eating green peppers? Not necessarily, but try avoiding them for 2 to 3 weeks if you have joint pain, fogginess, or digestive issues. Then, look for improved balance, less bloating, and clearer thinking. That is real feedback and real progress. The alternative: red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. They are sweeter, more nutrient-rich, and contain more antioxidants, such as vitamin C and beta-carotene, and fewer They are a much kinder choice for your body. The lesson here is not to be afraid of food, but to learn how your body responds to it. Next, we'll look at vegetables that are good for your gut, brain, and legs. Let's start with one that's crunchy, bright orange, and surprisingly powerful. Let's turn our attention to one of the most underrated vegetables in your kitchen: carrots. They're crunchy, colorful, and an easy side dish or snack. But here's what most people miss: carrots are more than just convenient and colorful. They are powerful, especially for older adults who want to preserve their mental clarity, vision, and leg strength. Why? Because carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a potent antioxidant your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A helps maintain healthy vision, particularly in low light. As we age, we become more susceptible to macular degeneration, a condition that damages the retina, making it harder to read, drive, or recognize faces. But here's the good news: diets high in beta-carotene can slow that decline, helping you maintain your vision and independence as you age. Carrots do more than just help your eyes. They also protect your nerves and blood vessels, especially in your legs and feet. How: carrots contain antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, which damages capillaries and nerve endings. This leads to stronger brain-to-muscle communication, better coordination, and a lower risk of tripping or losing your balance. When your nerves are healthy, you can walk more confidently on stairs, curbs, or uneven ground. You feel safer. You stay confident while shopping, visiting friends, or enjoying the outdoors. No second guessing, no hesitation. And vitamin A also boosts your immune system, which is especially important after age 60 when your body's defenses start to weaken. That handful of baby carrots is more than a snack. It's an investment in your freedom. Now, let's talk preparation. Steaming preserves nutrients better than boiling. Roasting in olive oil improves the absorption of vitamins. Avoid deep frying or overcooking as it breaks down the antioxidants. Best of all, carrots are affordable, available year-round, and easy to store. You don't need exotic superfoods, you need smart staples. And carrots are among the very best. So, the next time you plan your meal, remember this: with one simple orange vegetable, you can boost your vision, legs, immune system, and the freedom to live your life as you choose. Next, we'll talk about broccoli. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it is a quiet superstar for seniors. Broccoli protects your brain, joints, legs, and blood flow. Why is it so effective? In a word, sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a natural compound found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. It reduces cellular inflammation, stimulates detox enzymes, and supports heart and brain health. Why is that important? Because as we age, inflammation becomes a silent enemy, impacting everything. Memory, tight joints, tired muscles, and blood pressure. Sulforaphane helps stop it before it causes damage. Broccoli is also a great source of vitamin K, calcium, and fiber, which help fortify bones, keep arteries flexible, and support digestion. Unlike white potatoes, which cause blood sugar spikes and harm circulation, broccoli stabilizes both. Let's go back to Harold, our 72-year-old retired truck driver. Every night, he would eat mashed potatoes. Then he made one change. He swapped them for a cup of cooked broccoli. At first, he wasn't sure what to expect, but after just 2 weeks, he had more energy throughout the day. His knees felt more stable, and his legs were less swollen. "I'm not scared of the stairs anymore," he even said. That's what the right vegetable can do. And the benefits go beyond just bones and joints. Because of its antioxidants and folate, broccoli also boosts mental sharpness. It improves coordination and reflexes, fights oxidative stress, and leads to faster nerve signals and less brain fog. This isn't just about what broccoli gives you. It's also about what it helps you avoid. By stabilizing blood sugar, you prevent crashes. By fighting inflammation, you protect your heart. By supporting digestion, you improve nutrient absorption. How you cook matters. Prolonged boiling destroys sulforaphane. Lightly steam or it with a little olive oil for the best flavor and nutrient absorption. That one change transformed Harold. His walking, standing, and thinking all felt more powerful. No pills, no supplements, just a vegetable and a fork. So, if you want to boost your circulation, energy, and clarity, start with broccoli. Next, a leafy green that keeps your legs light and responsive, fuels your brain, and helps you see better. Let's talk about spinach. You've been told it's good for you. But spinach isn't just healthy, it's a smart choice if you're over 60. Why? Because it directly addresses 3 key aging issues: slowing circulation, declining brain function, and reduced muscle response. The reason it works is organic nitrates. Spinach is full of them. These plant compounds widen your blood vessels, which improves circulation, especially to your brain and legs. Better blood flow means more oxygen, which is linked to stronger muscles, faster reflexes, better focus, and smoother movement. This is critical. Most falls don't happen because of weak legs. They happen because of slow signals. When your brain can't communicate with your muscles fast enough, even a small step becomes dangerous. Spinach helps restore that system, making movements safer and easier. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach is rich in 2 antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, that help protect your vision. They support the macula, the center of your retina that provides sharp, detailed sight. As we age, macular degeneration becomes a serious concern. When you can't see well, you lose confidence in walking. You hesitate when driving. You miss faces and words. Spinach helps preserve that clarity so you can remain independent, active, and engaged. It also provides vitamin K, magnesium, and folate, which support bone strength, neurological health, and emotional balance. Now, let's talk preparation. Boiling spinach for too long is a bad idea. It drains nutrients. Instead, eat lightly with olive oil or add it raw to smoothies. These methods protect its antioxidants and enhance vitamin absorption. You don't need to eat a pound of it. Just a small handful a day can make a significant difference in your blood flow, coordination, and brain function. So, the next time you see spinach, remember it's more than just a leafy green. It's fuel for independence. With every serving, you protect your balance, your memory, your vision, and your freedom to live without fear. It's accessible, affordable, and versatile. Next, we'll bring everything together and show you how the right vegetables can subtly protect your future, one bite at a time. So, there you have it. Over the last few minutes, we've looked at the vegetables you might be eating every day. Some of them are quietly harming your legs, your balance, and your memory, while others are working to protect them. Let's review. The vegetables you should avoid after 60: white potatoes. They spike blood sugar and cause inflammation and poor circulation. Eggplant, it contains solanine, which can irritate joints, nerves, and coordination. Green bell peppers, they contain lectins that disrupt digestion and cause low-grade irritation. And here are the ones you should be eating more often. Carrots, they help vision, brain clarity, and nerve connections. Broccoli, it helps reduce inflammation, strengthens bones, and stabilizes blood sugar. Spinach, it boosts circulation, improves reflexes, and helps protect vision. Each of these decisions may seem small, but together, they determine your mobility, your mental sharpness, and your ability to remain independent. And if you're thinking, well, it's too late for me, let me remind you about Harold. He's 72. He ate mashed potatoes every night. His knees were stiff. He was unsteady. And he believed that was just aging. Then he made just one change. He swapped potatoes for broccoli. He started adding spinach and carrots to his meals. And in a few weeks, he wasn't just feeling better. He was moving more confidently, thinking more clearly, and living with more purpose. That is the power of science-based informed decisions. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need a complicated diet. You need clarity and consistency. Because every bite is a vote. It's either a vote for strength, vitality, and independence, or a vote for weakness, inflammation, and decline. But here's the good news. You get another chance to vote every single day. Now I have a question for you. Which vegetable surprised you the most today? Is it one you eat often, or one you've been avoiding without knowing its benefits? Tell me in the comments below. I personally read them, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this video was helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more advice on aging well, thinking clearly, and living with freedom. Remember this, you are not stuck. Your body is always listening to what you give it. And every smart choice you make sends it a simple but powerful message. I'm still here. I'm still fighting.